Hey everyone, welcome to yet another video full of geeky goodness. You are looking at my PowerMac G3 blue and white tower, 400 megahertz, 1 gig of RAM, and all that other good stuff. I'm doing a couple of upgrades to it today. One of them is an awesome upgrade and the other one isn't so cool. The other one is just sort of kind of necessary. But anyway, this video was not possible without Johan, so I'd like to say a huge thank you to you, Johan, for supplying me with a ATI Radeon 9200 128 megabyte video card for the PowerMac G3. Now, as you guys probably all know, this is pretty much the fastest card you can put into the PowerMac G3, so that's awesome. Included in the package when he donated me that card, he included some vintage Apple badges, which are awesome. Lovely little gift there, so I'm going to hang on to those, and yeah, that's just really special. So a huge thanks to you, Johan, and yeah, again, I really appreciate it. This is going to drag my PowerMac G3 into an even sort of quicker state than it's in now, because it's already a bit of a beast with its maxed out 1 gigabytes of RAM. But anyway, the other sort of upgrade that I'm doing that isn't kind of an upgrade is I'm just going to shove this in. This is the DVD rewriter from my PowerMac G4. As you guys know, I put a brand new light scribe burner into my PowerMac G4, so I had this one lying around spare, and funnily enough, this had a really nice super drive in it, that's no longer in it because I yanked it out to put it in somebody else's Mac, and let's just say I'm never going to be able to get that back. So, yeah. Basically, this hasn't got a button on it, and as you guys know, the G3, you can open it with a button on the front. It's like a little plastic arm comes over and hits the button on the optical drive, but I believe when you have OS X installed, you can open the optical drive with the eject button on the keyboard anyway, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. So what we're going to do first, guys, is we're going to get the boring part out of the way first. We're going to stick the optical drive in first, and then we're going to move on to the exciting part and throw in this beastly graphics card. I'm really looking forward. And of course, one awesome thing about it is it gives me a DVI output on my G3, so that's really nice. So it looks like I took out the old optical drive in a bit of a rush because it's really not put back together properly. It's all wonky and everything. But the first step is, hang on a second guys, let me bring some more light over into this situation. So first things first, let's undo both of these screws. I'm at a bit of an awkward angle, guys, so I'm sorry if it doesn't look too great. But basically, just like any other PowerMac, it's super easy to change pretty much everything in the blue and white G3. It's basically identical to all of the PowerMac G4s that came before the Quicksilver. And even the Quicksilver is similar in lots of ways. Stuff really changed with the MDD though. But yeah, this case design is generally really good because it's super easy to upgrade really. So once you do that, the entire enclosure will slide right out the front, which is awesome. Now the only bad thing about this is I don't have a clue where the hell my drive screws are for this enclosure, so I'm gonna have to look for some screws to screw in my optical drive. But basically, here's the drive enclosure, and you just get your optical drive and you throw it in there like so, or maybe you have to do it from the back. Hang on a second, I'm being a bit of a doofus here. Let's just throw that in like so. Okay, there you go. There's the DVD rewriter in there. I just need to find some screws to screw it in, so this is going to be interesting. Well, I managed to find some screws. I just stole them from the spare ones inside my MDD. I only put 2 in, 1 in each corner. You know, if I was using the optical drive every single day, then I would get 4 in there. But it really doesn't matter. So let's push this back in. There you have it. And let's screw her in on the front. You know, like I keep saying, really easy to upgrade the G3. So now that the optical drive is all wired in and screwed back in and all that stuff, it's now time to move on to something a lot more exciting than reading and burning DVDs. It's time to change my Rage 128. Now, this graphics card is legendary. It's got 16 megs of VRAM. Apple made a huge song and dance about it when it flew onto the market. And, you know, half of their G3 demo was graphics based. And it's crazy how much we've come on. This card is as basic as you can get, and it literally does nothing under even slightly modern Mac operating systems such as Tiger. But luckily, I've been donated one of these, and this is a very special card because I believe it is pretty much the quickest of the quick for the PowerMac G3. So that's a very nice feeling, knowing that my G3 is getting closer and closer to the max, because I've got a gig of RAM as well. But here it is, guys. This is the ATI Radeon 9200, and it has 128 megs of VRAM. So without further ado, let's throw it in. This machine is obviously pre-AGP, so the graphics are PCI based. I believe that's pretty much the main reason why you're slightly more limited when it comes to graphics cards. But basically, you wouldn't want anything quicker than this card, simply because it would be pointless having a quicker card than this in a system like this, because the rest of the system's just so slow. But this will drastically improve gaming performance on the G3, and I'm very excited to try it out. So once this is installed, once I can get the screw back in there at this awkward angle, then my G3 will be pretty beastly. Let me change the angle for you guys. There you have it, that's better, and I can actually see what I'm doing now. So just throw in this last screw in. Of course, it doesn't need any power or anything like that. You know, that kind of thing wasn't around yet. There we have it. That's the 9200 in place. Let me just loosen that a little bit and push it back just a touch to get that straightness on the go. There we go, that's better. Right then, so that's my G3, guys. It's got a gigabyte of RAM in it. It's a 400 megahertz machine. We have a 9200 in it. We have two 20 gigabyte hard drives, one with OS 10, one with OS 9. We've got a USB card. The other one is a dial-up modem card, I believe. But yeah, I do have a few more upgrade plans for this in the future. After I do the PowerPC challenge with the MDD, I'd like to do some stuff with this. But in the meantime, let's close her up, and I'm going to move my gaming PC out of the way, and we'll stick her on my desk and fire her up. So check out my G3 there, guys. Hang on a sec, let's try and get even a little bit better lighting. I hate filming in the night. But anyway, there's my G3, and I've got it hooked up to the KVM. So it's coming up on that monitor, and as you can see, the graphics card is working. I've got it plugged in via DVI, as you can see back there. And this Mac just keeps coming back for more. I really like it. So my gaming PC is down there for a second, just so I can test out this beastly Mac. And boy, that looks really nice there, actually. Wow, look at that. Yeah, that's really nice. It looks quite dark grey on the camera, but in real life it just looks gorgeous. Especially with the GameCube chilling on top. But yeah, just waiting for this to boot up. It's booting into Mac OS 10 Tiger. Guys, I am so excited. Look at that. ATI Radeon 9200, 128 megabytes of VRAM, and this thing is so quiet. It is so much quieter than my Mac Pro, because my Mac Pro's got the stupid X1900 in it. But yeah, it makes a bit of a noise. It's the Mac OS 9 drive that really spins, but I've just ejected that, so it's a lot quieter. But basically, guys, what I'm going to do is hope that Quake 3 is still on here, and bung my camera on the tripod, and we'll fire up a bit of Quake 3, see how it does. Alright guys, so we've got everything cranked on Quake 3, and if you guys want to see my PowerMac G3 perform with the old graphics card on Quake 3, I have a dedicated video to it. Now let me just show you the settings. I've got a setup system. Hopefully you guys can see everything's on high. Yeah, everything's on high apart from the resolution, so let's crank the resolution a bit. 1024 by 768, and this game is just a total beast, so let's go and check this out. Awesome, as you can see, so smooth. It feels really smooth. It feels smoother than my Rage 128 did on lowest settings on this game. This card is really packing a punch for this G3, and it's made the entire system overall a lot more responsive. I couldn't be happier with the upgrade. So let's just play a little bit of this to show you guys. We'll change map in a minute as well, just to give it some variety. But as you can see, the lighting effects look fantastic. Oh dear. Okay, let's change map. Leave arena. Single player. Let's just put it on another map. Quite a dark one for a bit of variety. Bring it on. Been some on camera. Next step will be an SSD in this machine to speed up the load times. As you can see, guys, it just looks absolutely gorgeous. And it's running on DVI as well, which is really nice. This looks crisp as hell. I know it's an older game, but this computer's like 15 years old now, so you guys have got to give it some credit. I had people commenting in my old Quake 3 video about this computer saying, oh, it's 15 years old, whatever, you know, the game doesn't matter, whatever, but you have to admit, it looks bloody good.
You have taken the lead.
The lighting effects, considering the age of the computer, are just really nice. It looks a lot better than the Dreamcast version. Okay, and one more map just to show off the card a little bit more. Let's go. Hope you guys can actually see this, just looking at the frame. There we go. So as you can see, big wide open area, everything looks absolutely gorgeous. Can't fault it, it's really quick as well. Like, I'm talking really smooth gameplay, as you can see. It's just responding to my mouse so well. Bit of lag there. It's the first bit of lag we've had, but we've got the settings cranked really high, and this is just a 400 MHz G3 system. And I believe this game is 2 years newer than the system itself. Bit of lag there again, guys. I'd probably crank it down to play it normally, but yeah, it's just generally responding really well. Yeah, so as you can see, moving windows around and stuff is really quick considering it's a G3. Let's just see what the dock looks like if I try and And dock magnification, that's what we need to turn on. Magnification is up all the way, so make the dock size small. Yeah, see, it's just generally behaving really smoothly. Dashboard. What are the dash? Let's have a look at the dashboard effects. Just really want to have a little look at the way it's actually performing. Graphically, that is. So let's see if it'll do the whole water drop thing. Maybe it's not supported, I'm not too sure. No, it doesn't appear to be doing that, but it still looks really, really nice. Yeah, super pleased with this, guys. Really, really pleased. It's been a very successful upgrade. So, you know, we're talking 400 megahertz PowerPC G3, 1 gig of RAM, and our beastly 9200. Ooh, and let's check see if the optical drive was recognised. Yeah, Pioneer DVD rewriter, DVR 105. I'm just going to see if it ejects. And it does, it popped right out. Perfect. Right then guys, that's been a very successful video. I'll tell you what, I'm going to leave the G3 on the setup and have a play around with it because I absolutely adore this machine. So again, thank you very much for watching everyone, and I'll catch you in the next video.